Yan, live na yan.
Okay, okay. I see it. So click this. O dapat butin ka na ako yung mabagal. Kaya may kaya.
I-copy link eh, tapos i-paste mo itong link. Day PC Tech Japan.
It's my shit.
Yeah, some people in the group were saying that, oh, we can see they're testing it out. It looks good. Yeah, well, it might be.
The network here is, slow.
Thanks for letting me know there were no PT this morning. I was like the only guy on Berkeley Field at 4:45 this morning. I could have said
I told him, hey, look, you don't work out at 04:30. I told somebody, Noel, where's Noel at? I said, what are likely there's gonna be instructors there?
Noah called me last night. You didn't mention that.
See? I was like, I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna be instructors. And then so he said he saw you, but he thought you were just working out. I was like, what the hell is a 55-year-old dude working out at 01:30 doing?
It's all good, man. I got you, man.
Nah, man, it's my bad.
You're like, I didn't could have texted me or something.
And you know what? I said to all, I just said, to notify the VA, and then I forgot, man.
Yes.
That's me.
Ima dia mo ko na din. I have 4 viewers.
Oh, yeah, four viewers.
Oh.
6. Seven.
You might have bad signal on the test.
Yeah, it's
That's right here. Oh yeah, mine is depending on my haircut. Put it on and just ride up on it. Good thing I didn't put an S.
No, right? You didn't change that.
That should be like 2012, 2002. So yeah, I was on the McCain. McCain, 2002 McCain.
So you went from McCain to
McCain to ATG. And ATG to the Truman the next country. But looking at it doesn't matter. I'm gonna have like 10 years, more than 10 years in Virginia. 10 years. 30. I'm at 20. Since I'm 27 next year. 30. I'm like some guy trying to act right. You know, like a year, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm certain time.
So you're back to 27? You're back to 27?
Same thing, yeah, I'm going to mention it. I mean, well, like, either way, it's not going to matter. Either way, I guess it's up to you. Yeah, but, yeah, I guess it's not going to matter. Either way. You know what I mean?
I wasn't trying to stay fan, but I mean, I'll go wherever I can.
But no, but if you don't want to go, say your business.
Yeah, I'm going to call
go to
either Norfolk or Maple.
say you're going to go to Paris. Or Anthony. Let me see. Again?
If I were to go to a ship, I'd go to the best ship to go to.
Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge, because they don't know much. But when I say they don't know much, they
Itang wifi sana maglambat sa baterya na. Itang wifi. Maglambat sa sana baterya. Ha?
What are you doing with No, I mean, are they going to cover?
They're doing that too. They're doing something. Like I did mine, I was covered. You see that? They covered with the maybe like
Let him.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay.
So he was there for probably.
For those awards, if you can take a quick.
guys up there were getting extra pay. pay some type of extra PM or something because of hours at work. So you can call this different. That ain't working. Yeah, $200 would be bad if you take the train back and forth.
That's still say the kid Oshio Station, that's what, 20 minutes, right? Maybe 30 minutes. Then it's about an hour to get there. By the time you...
That's like train.
Yeah, so it's like... So you get a green train from Oshio, that's 20 seconds. Then you gotta factor in the...
Anong oras ba mag-isip?
Even if you're walking, it's over 5 minutes.
But it was different when I was there before. Everything was on paper, there was no email. Now everything's automated, so everybody knows what everybody's doing, right? So anytime you screw something up, that's like,
So I was when I was here, when I went to AQG, Dave was there, Taylor was there, and Dave, he lived at AQG. He used to do like 3 LTTs and SMA and SNI. Right, yeah, because they, you're relieving. So Dave did. Wait. Did you relieve Dave in 99?
I came back here in 2000.
Master Chief, what's going on? Congratulations. I think Army is the oldest.
So they...
No,
Yeah, there.
Yeah, switcher. You switcher?
That came in 2012.
it should be Army, Marine, Navy.
Now so it's supposed to be on the end.
So he, so even now that he's there, he's not also
They had one task.
we just fly, that's a fly in.
Kim.
He was there when you were there before. Yep. He was in Ian. You guys all sit in the same office. We stayed in Mexican.
He's not for sure.
Might have been an ENC.
Some of them, I gotta see the face. It was cheaper.
No, it wasn't.
I started looking like, I'm sorry. That's her?
No, she's part of this. She'll tell you it's my responsibility. Yeah, she's gonna say it was my responsibility, not yours.
I'm just too observant. What's up here? Small people.
That's where I'm at right
You don't pour it in there, though. They volunteered, no? They didn't?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the commanding officer of NAPSA Fleet Logistics Center Yokosuka, welcome and thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Lieutenant JD Jessica Magalanis, and I have the honor of serving as your mistress of ceremonies. Today, we will witness the journey of 3 remarkable women who began their naval careers in the enlisted ranks. The first woman, a storekeeper second class, who received her commission through the enlisted commissioning program, and today will be promoted to captain. The second, a chief logistics specialist who was selected to be an LDO, and today will be promoted to lieutenant. And lastly, a chief yeoman who, just like the other 2 officers once did in their careers, will be commissioned as an ensign. In a short moment, the official party will arrive and the ceremony will begin, with the playing of the national anthems, followed by an opening prayer offered by Chaplain King. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the singing of the national anthems, followed by the invocation. Military guests, please remain covered until the colors have been retired. Side boys, post. Chief Petty Officer, United States Navy, arriving. Commander, United States Navy, arriving. NAPSA, Fleet Logistics Center Yokosuka, arriving. Color guard, parade the colors.
Color guard. On deck. 10. 30. Colors. Ready. 2. Forward. Mark. Mark time. Mark. Ready. Turn. Reset. Colors.
the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Color guard, try the colors.
Carry. Colors. Ready. 2. Mark time. March. Ready. Turn.
Military guess. Uncover. 2. Outstanding job by both of our singers. Round of applause. And now Chaplain King will deliver the invocation.
Good morning, Captain. Shipmates, family, friends. You're in the shadow of the fleet. We need to be mindful. Being in the Navy is an arduous occupation. It's difficult. So that makes celebrations like these especially sweet. And it's appropriate that we go to God and give thanks. On such an occasion, I ask that you would join me in a word of prayer. Let us pray. Lord God Almighty, you have made all people of the earth for thy glory to serve you in freedom and peace. Grant your presence and blessing upon this commissioning and promotion ceremony and upon these remarkable leaders, Chief Lisa Reinhardt, Lieutenant J.G. Tara Faraday, and Commander Nicola Gathright, their family and friends gathered here. We pause to reflect that these women and their family represent decades living an ethic of sacrifice and responsibility whose noble purpose has been to duty and to service. We are blessed to have such women forge the metal of our Navy and nation, and we thank you for them and their spirit. Because we are mindful that this great country, Lord, our mighty principles, have rested on the shoulders of patriots like these women. And during these days of uncertainty and fear, we take courage from them and their example. They each rose from the blue jacket ranks of fleet sailors aspiring to leadership in the Navy, surmounting innumerable challenges to reach this day. And this morning we'd ask that your hand would touch each one in consecrating a holy leadership that reaches forward into all our futures with hope. Holy God, the commissioning and promotions here today reflect a great work accomplished, but a greater work ahead yet to be done. So let this day be an inauguration, a new beginning to the next great chapter, to the service of these rising officers, to their loving families, and to our Navy, which will prosper under their watch. All around us are the souls of the ones we have loved who have gone before. Touch Commander Gathright, Lieutenant J.G. Faraday, and Chief Reinhardt with the warming presence of those whose inspiration and affection lit the path they have followed all their lives. May they never forget the power inherent in their commissions to care for the sailors in their charge. And hear all of us, O Lord, for by the strength of your arm and the call of your voice and the blood that binds us as one, we ask these things in the name of that sacred fellowship we are privileged to serve. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain King. Bosun, post aside, boys. Will the guests please be seated? And now I will introduce Captain J.P. Davis, Commanding Officer, NAVSA Fleet Logistics Center, Yokosuka.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome all the honored guests who are here, the family members here for this very special occasion. I think we started out in a great tone, just recognizing that this is indeed about another step. We have three great women of our Navy who are making a tremendous step that represents so much to each and every one of us. We recognize that what makes our Navy great, what makes our nation great, is the incredible diversity that we share. And here we have a great example of that. And we have officers that are here with us with a legacy from Kingston, Jamaica, from Trinidad and Tobago, and from Utah. So it doesn't get any more diverse than that. But what I'd like to say is that as we celebrate today, and today really is a celebration, what we're really celebrating is what they symbolize. They symbolize excellence in the area of naval service. So today, I hope that you are able to enjoy this opportunity to celebrate the promotions that we're going to do, celebrate the opportunity that we're going to have to welcome Chief Weinhardt as an officer in the United States Navy. So it's a very special day. Enjoy this occasion. So first, what I'd like to do is ask Commander Gathright to step forward and join me. Well-deserved hand of applause. What I'll tell you is about Nikki is that she's an exceptional officer. I've had the opportunity to work with over the past year, and I've not been disappointed by what I've seen, because she is at the top of her game. You know, one of the things I have the privilege of doing is, as I was getting ready to come here as a commanding officer, to be able to inquire about the opportunity to get quality people to come and work on this team. And Captain Select Gathright here was highly recommended by people that I know and trust. And I can tell you that she's far exceeded all of the accolades that they gave her coming from her previous job as a commanding officer in DCMA. So what I'll tell you is that today the Navy is getting a deal. We get the opportunity to promote an officer who not only epitomizes excellence, but who is indeed a symbol that we can all look to in terms of what excellence looks like in the naval service. But she's an example for others to follow. So Nikki, I'm proud of you, and I'm looking forward to this promotion. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some things squared away before we get started, because I said how sharp she is, but she is out of uniform technically. Because technically, as of today, she is authorized to wear the rank of captain. So what I'd like to do now is call her family forward. Those who are going to assist with pinning her, placing her new shoulder boards on before we issue the oath. Lots of photographs. There we go. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming from so far to be here with us today. All right, so now we're in the Trinidad and Tobago portion of our event. I'm going to call for Lieutenant JG Dara Faraday. So again, as commanding officer, you typically get the opportunity to get to know your team and get to see the type of talent that you bring aboard. But my first introduction to Lieutenant J.G. Faraday was a phone call I received from my then boss, the Chief of Supply Corps, Admiral Ewing. I was still at NASA headquarters, and he called me and he said, "Hey Jeff, I just met a great officer that I'm going to send to go work for you when you get out to Yokosuka. She's exceptional. She's one of the first female officers to serve as a submarine supply officer in our great Navy." And I think that's worthy of a round of applause. You know, as a former submarine supply officer, I know the hard work, I know the effort, and I know the unique characteristics that it takes to be successful in a job, and I can tell you that she earned those dolphins that she's wearing right now, and the fact that she was referred by the chief because she was such an impressive officer speaks volumes. So today, once again, I have another officer who's very squared away, but very much out of uniform right now. So we're going to resolve that little problem by having her Navy family members join us up here to do the honors of changing the rank. So now we're going to make this official. If you can both join me, we'll do the oath of office.
Attention oath.
18 months ago. But it's been a 29-year journey for me, 29 and a half years. And I had no idea when I joined the Navy that I would be here this day. I never fathomed that this would ever come to fruition. I actually joined the Navy to serve 4 years for the purposes of the GI Bill, because my mother wanted me to go to college and get an education. So I promised her that I would go and get the GI Bill so she wouldn't have to pay for college. And after 4 years, you guys know what happened, been 29 and a half years. But this has indeed been a journey for me, a journey filled with highs and lows and good times and bad times and bright days, sunny days, and also some cloudy days as we see here today. But it's all a part of my journey, and I embrace that. It makes me appreciate, the bad days made me appreciate the good days, and the cloudy days made me appreciate the sunny days that I have. There are good, and there are plenty good. And to reach this point in my career, I know hard work, dedication, and just the ambition to keep working hard and doing well. But I couldn't have done it alone. It's a team. It takes a team to get me here today. So I'm just going to take a moment to run through quickly some thanks that I have to and show my gratitude and appreciation for those who helped me get here today. There were some teams that I led as an ensign coming on out that did most of the heavy lifting, such as the department that I'm leading today. I have the most awesome department here, and I want to thank all my department personnel for the support you guys give me on a daily basis to make our mission a success and to make FOCY a success and place to be. There were chiefs that guided me along the way, that steered my rudder when I was off course and calibrated me in this. So I have my chiefs to be thankful for as well. And then my peers who gave me honest feedback when I was off course again. They corrected my course and speed, and so I want to thank my peers as well. And my leaders, there are many leaders who saw something in me that I didn't see at times, and they believed in me and wanted better for me, even when I didn't see it. So I want to thank those folks as well. Some couldn't be here today, but there are many leaders who believed in me and gave me opportunities such as this to come serve and to do better. And then my immediate leadership team, the Triad, ED, the CMC, and XO, who listens to me vent and rant. Sometimes I want to thank you, XO. And Captain Davis, you are a phenomenal leader. Thank you for your gentle leadership and always pushing me to do better and to reach my maximum potential. I thank you. And then, of course, there are my friends and family. My friends could not be here, many of them, but we keep in touch over the years, and they also listen and give me guidance. And last but not least, the nucleus of my team is my family, who flew from, I have family from London, England here, and from Georgia that came to celebrate the special day. So truly, truly appreciate all the sacrifices, the time you took off work to come celebrate with me. My mom, she's the head of the household, believe it or not, pushed me to my full potential and listened when I have issues or problems. She actually tells me to suck it up and keep moving. Stop the foolishness is what she likes to say. So, Mom, I thank you for your unconditional love and support. And then my dad, he's always, what do you need? I got you. I got it. Dad, thank you. Ingrid, thank you for taking all work to come celebrate with me. And then my daughter, the most resilient child, young lady, that any mom could ask for. She's doing so well, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you for taking off work, your important work. She's also a contracting officer, as I am. So I'm serving in the federal government. I think she's trying to follow my footsteps. But then most of all, I want to thank my friends that I've made here in Pusa, appreciate all of it. And there's one friend that rescued me from the co-op, well, the police station, who has been giving me support since that day. No, I wasn't getting arrested. I just but showed up when I had no money, and I forgot my wallet here in the office, and rescued me that day, and has been giving me tireless support. I see you out there too. I want to say thank you. And that's all I have. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the opportunity to serve and continue.
Good morning. I want to first say thank you to everyone that showed up on this special day for all three of us. Standing here today, just like Captain just said, who would have thought an SKSR would be standing here today as a lieutenant in the supply corps community? Didn't see this coming at all. Just like Captain, 4 years and I was going to be done, but that didn't happen. So I'm here. Unfortunately, my family members are not here today, so I had to settle for Lieutenant Commander Golden as the chief commander. But seriously, I want to say thank you to Lieutenant Commander Golden. Even though, you know, we just met like probably a year ago, the reason why I asked you to do this to me today because you inspire me. Your dedication, motivation, the career path that you took is the same career path I'm taking, and I want to say thank you. See, Chief Yavin, we've been knowing each other for a while. If you look at the program, you'll see he was actually there for one of the major milestones in my career, which was my commissioning ceremony. And some may say it's kismet that, you know, we care in this location again, and I had to jump at this opportunity to have you do this to me, so thank you. Thank you to everyone once again for supporting. That's it.
Congratulations, Captain Gaffrey, Lieutenant Faraday. Now we will proceed into the commissioning ceremony of Chief Yeoman Lisa M. Reinhardt, where the journey begins. Before we start, I would like to take a moment to extend an especially warm welcome to Chief Reinhardt's husband, Nicholas Cuervo, and her cousin, Christian Sandoval, who flew in from Guam today. We know you both, more than any of us, fully understand the hard work and sacrifices that Chief Reinhardt has made in her service to our great nation that has led to this milestone today. On behalf of her Navy family and friends, we are so glad that you could join us. Thank you for being here. Although unable to be here in person, Chief Reinhardt would like to acknowledge her grandmother, Liza, mother, Elizabeth, father, Carl Jr., brothers Carl and Daniel, and their spouses, nieces, and nephews, Colin, Daniel, Mariska, and Matilda, and Uncle Albert and Uncle Donald. The commissioning ceremony you will witness today is a reflection of the rich heritage of our naval tradition. Custom has established that this ceremony be impressive, designed to strengthen that respect for dedication to service, which is vital to any military organization. Today's ceremony marks the end of one phase in Chief Reinhardt's service and the beginning of another. Today, Chief Lisa Reinhardt will be commissioned as an ensign in the world's finest Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Commander Shane P. Stroll, Executive Officer, NAVSUB Fleet Logistics Center, Yokosuka.
Good morning, Ohio Times. COEE, CMC, friends, family, and guests of Captain Gaffrey. That sure sounds good, by the way. Family, friends, and guests of Lieutenant Faraday. There you are. And family, friends, and guests of Chief Reinhardt. matter what I say, it's not going to matter because you're celebrating such a special occasion. 2 fantastic promotions and 1 commissioning. And it doesn't matter what I say, I can't even dream it up. Like these 3 that we are celebrating today, I started off as a junior enlisted sailor. And so the term Mustang means a lot to me too. And later on in the program, I think we've got a portion where we talk about that. So it's especially important to me. I also want to say that celebrating the achievement of 3 fantastic women in our military. 25 years ago when I came in, that might not have been the case, or would have been a lot rarer than it is today. So I'm so proud of you all. I'm so proud of you all, not just for being the exceptional role models and leaders you are to female sailors, but to all the sailors out there. So fantastic and well done. What a great day today is. When Chief Reinhardt asked me to be her guest speaker today, she probably was a little bit shocked at the look on my face. It wasn't exactly what she expected. I kind of made my mouth open, I stared off, and I didn't respond for probably what felt like a whole minute to her. And it wasn't because I didn't think as a YN that I would be a good speaker, or as XO that I wasn't qualified to be a speaker at the commissioning ceremony. It surely wasn't because I didn't have enough material for you. I was honestly quite overwhelmed on which direction I would take it, because there's so many positive things I could say about her in the state today. So I decided what we'll do is we won't go 40 minutes. Instead, we'll keep it a little bit shorter than that. And I want to talk a little bit about my observations of soon-to-be Ensign Reinhardt. I want to talk about what she's specifically done to enable me in my job. I want to talk a little bit about her career, because there's some great lessons learned. If you want to tune me out for the rest of it, 3 junior sailors out there, I want you to listen to that part specifically. And then I'm going to wrap it all up with some inspirational words from a very famous author out there. I think it was tie everything together. So when I checked in his office. I checked in the military admin, filled out my paperwork, and a month later my LES graduation, my pay was corrected. I didn't think much of it. Military officers doing their job. Military admin was doing taking care of business. And then 6 months later, I became XO and I found myself sitting in military admin 2, 3, 4, 10 times a day, always with a new crisis. You see, if it has to do with pay, if it has to do with correspondence, if it has to do with legal, if it has to do with inbound, if it has to do with orders, if it has to do with checkout, if it has to do with letters, correspondence, evaluations, bid reps, awards. See, it has to do with military admin. So I found myself in there all the time. And it wasn't just once or twice, it was often, and it wasn't just routine, it was a crisis almost every time I was in there. And I would go directly to Chief Reinhardt, and much to the chagrin of E.J. Solansky, after about 2 weeks came and said, you know, I'm the admin officer here. And I said, pardon me, E.J., but our office is closer and I'm a busy guy. Sorry, it's me. So I'd go see Chief Reinhardt, and she'd call me down. She made it very clear that she understood what I was asking for. She'd say, we got this, sir. I'd go in there another 2 hours later, or maybe the next day with another crisis. She'd say, sir, we got this. Go ahead, go back and do what you need to do. And every time it was getting taken care of, and I started to get suspicious. I didn't know what she was doing when I left the office, so I'd start lingering around to see what she was doing. And I saw one time I gave her a problem, and I started walking up, and I saw her call the owner around. I said, I got it. She's phoning a friend. She's asking for help. She's relying on the network. She's solving the problem by reaching out and tapping her team and tasking them. And I stayed around a little bit longer, and I came to find out that wasn't what was happening. What I saw was happening was I'd give her a problem, and she'd say, we got this. And I'd start walking out, and she'd say, YN3, I want you to come over here. I don't think you've seen this one before. Where do you think this reference comes from these problems? And when YN3, we both are up, say, go pull it out. Let's get into the pubs. Let's take a look at it. Let's go ahead and figure out how to solve this problem. Let's do it the right way. See, what Chief Reinhardt was doing was she was taking every moment as a teaching opportunity that she could. She was teaching her people, she was empowering them, and then she was enabling them and checking their work afterwards. Chief Reinhardt was building the next generation of leaders. Chief Reinhardt was developing sailors and future yeomen. I watched her do this time and time and time again. And all of a sudden the YN3 and the YN stroll that was in me, that junior sailor came home and said, why didn't I have that? Where was my chief, my first class, my division officer, my leader, that spent
every single time. He took the time to develop me as an individual. He took the time to make me a better sailor. He took the time to get me ready to be a leader in the Navy. I said, Chief, that's why you're getting commissioned today. And I still look back and think, I look at her as an example, and I hope that I still have opportunities to develop future leaders and sailors like that, because that's what we need in the military today. And it wasn't just her developing her sailors, it was the involvement in the mess. Even after she was selected for commission, involved in the mess, it was her volunteer hours and time that she donated. It was the fact that just last week we recognized you for earning your MBA. Chief, you set the example for your sailors, you developed leaders, time and time again. That's point number one. Point number two is I want to talk about, and the next one will pretty quick. I want to talk about how Chief Reinhardt enables me as an XO. See, there's a difference between an administrative officer and an XO, and Jason Lansky can tell you, Ben Bolt can tell you the difference. Okay? As executive officer of the CO, expects me to work with the department heads and carry out his vision for the command. He expects me to manage our personnel, enlisted and officer alike. He expects me to mentor our junior officers. He expects me to look for safety problems and command climate. He expects me to develop processes and procedures for refinement to ensure we're doing business in the right and meeting the needs of our fleet customers. See, if I spend all day doing admin, I'm not doing those things. Now, as XO, I can't get away from doing admin. It's part of being an XO. But Chief enables me to do all those other things as well, because I don't spend my day neck deep in admin and drowning in it. Her and the military admin team let me be an XO. So I want to thank you for that. Now, the junior folks out there who are sleeping, just have to give me 3 minutes for this next part, okay? I want to recap some of Chief's career, and some of it I'll skim over a little bit more quickly than others. But what I really want to do is some lessons we learned here. You see, in 2003, CTA-SA Reinhardt reported to her first command at TIA Washington, D.C. Shortly thereafter, because of her performance in A schools, military sea advanced to third-class petty officer. Less than a year later, she was given a special evaluation so that she could be eligible to take the E-5 exam in March. So that's about a year after checking on board. And we did put 2 recommendations in our evaluations for what kind of assignments that this person should be considered for being sent to. And her very first one, her very first eval in the United States Navy said Seaman to Admiral. That's a commissioning program. I'm pretty sure mine said assignment rate. So that's pretty impressive. And by the way, she made E5 off of that first exam that she took. She had one more evaluation on board. It was a competitive evaluation against her peers. And by the way, on that evaluation, as a brand new the first evaluation of the second class was E, number 8 of 46 sailors. And her 2 recommendations were Seaman to Admiral and Naval Academy. So after she left DC, she went to Naples for a short tour. But even in her short time on board, with 1 competitive fit rep, she said, go out with an MP 12-27. After that, she went to the USS Donald Cook, and with less than 90 days on board, had her first evaluation with an MP. She received a second evaluation on board, but that was when the yeoman rate and the CTA rate was combined. And I will tell you, the CTAs probably went on the opposite receiving end of that one, because we know yeomen have a lot of visibility with the front office and things like that. But again, on her first combined evaluation, in a brand new competitive category, a very high MP. She did make first class during that time, and then volunteered to go on IA to Afghanistan. And it was the year she was in Afghanistan, I was in Iraq actually. And that was not a good time to be in Afghanistan. Even so, during that time she was in Afghanistan, she was 1 of 1 on her evals, and she didn't have any competition, but well above her reporting seat with that. She returned and was ready to deploy with USS Donald Cook. Well, they have a policy that when you come off a year-long IA deployment to Iraq or Afghanistan, that you don't immediately deploy with the ship afterwards. It gets downtime. So you sent to USS San Jacinto again, which she received glowing remarks, even in her very short time on board. Flying 1 then reported to RTC Great Lakes, and we know that's a very competitive process to the assignment to push boots. And she got there as a first class. In her first evaluation, she was selected for Chief Petty Officer, so it was a frocking evaluation. So her very first, after that frocking evaluation, her very first evaluation aboard Great Lakes, by the way, the competition is 130 chiefs. Her very first is an MP. That's her first evaluation as a chief as an MP. That means she's greater than 50% of her peers. Her second one is a high MP. And she did get one more competitive eval before she left Great Lakes. And that was an EP number 10 of 126 personnel. She went to a short stint in Bahrain after that where she had one competitive evaluation. It was a number 1 of 5 EP. She reported shortly after that to us here at FLC Acoustica. Her evaluation, first one, number 1 MP, 6 of 25 highly competitive Chief Petty Officers. Now here's the point where I take the mic off the stand, I hold it out, I just drop it, and I walk off the stage, because there's nothing to say. If you want to promote, your record looks like that. If you're a junior enlisted person looking to make senior enlisted, that's what your record looks like. If you want to make Chief Petty Officer, that's what your record looks like. If you're an officer, you want to make Lieutenant Commander, that's what your record looks like. If you want to get a commission, that's what your record looks like. If you want a special program out there that takes a special screening, that's what your record looks like. And if your record doesn't look like that and you want these things, seek out a mentor like Chief Reinhardt to find out how to get there. This is very impressive. I'm going to wrap it up, and I promise you some inspirational words from a famous author who's actually also a doctor. So you may have heard of this author. It's Dr. Seuss. And I'll be reading excerpts from the places I know. Chief Reinhardt, soon to be Ensign Reinhardt. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brakes in your head and you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the gal who decide where to go. Out there, things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsie as you. And when things don't start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along and you'll start happening too. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who will soar to high heights. You won't ride behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole game and soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you'll topple the rest. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with great care and great tact. And remember that life is a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous to death, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And when you succeed, yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. So be your name Foxum, or Lisa, or Gray, or Mordecai, Allie, Van Allen, or Shay. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations.
Thank you, Exo. Commander Stroll will now present Chief Reinhardt with her End of Tour Award. Commander Stroll and Chief Reinhardt front and center. Will all guests please rise? Attention to award. This is to certify that the Secretary of the Navy has awarded the Navy Marine Corps Commendation Medal, Gold Star in lieu of third award to Chief Yeoman, Surface Warfare, Expeditionary Warfare, Lisa M. Reinhardt, United States Navy, for service set forth in the following. Meritorious service while serving as Assistant Administrative Officer, NAVSEP Fleet Logistics Center, Yokosuka from December 2014 to September 2017. Chief Reinhardt performed her demanding duties in an exemplary and highly professional manner. She directly contributed to the administrative efficiency of the office through her creation as a master recurring reports tickler and a revitalized correspondence tracker system. Her efforts ensured the quality and timely completion of numerous pieces of correspondence. Additionally, she addressed the military timekeeping, cumbersome work practice directly to Commander Naval Supply Systems Command. resulting in the removal of the requirements enterprise-wide and the savings of countless man-hours. By her noteworthy accomplishments, perseverance, and loyal devotion to duty, Chief Reinhardt reflected credit upon herself and upheld the highest traditions of the United States Naval Service. Signed, J.P. Davis, Captain, Supply Corps, United States Navy, Commanding Officer, NAVSEP Fleet Logistics Center, Yokosuka, Japan. You may now be seated. Senior Chief Arnold Yabbitt will now read the transition creed.
Lisa, you have this day experience that, which comes to many of us who serve as a chief petty officer in the Navy. I say our Navy. Again, I say our Navy because your departure from the fraternity of the chief in no way terminates our relationship, our regards, our obligations to our service, to our country. The respect that you earned as the chief was based in the same attributes that you will now carry into your leadership role as a naval officer. Have no regrets, my friend. Have no regrets. Review your commissioning orders not as an end-to-one error, but as orders to a new, challenging assignment. Remember well that you have been and always will be an accepted member of the most exclusive of all maritime fraternities, that obey United States Navy Chief Petty Officer. If I may, Lisa, please join us. Stand up, please. Genuines, selectees. Stand up, please.
Let me hear your cannons standing Navy cannons. Hey! Stand proud now. Hey! Stand loud now. Hey! I can hear you now. What? All together now. Hey! Hey! 3, 1. Grenade! Grenade! Grenade all the way. Whoop, right. Chief right. Whoop, right. Chief right. Whoop, right. Chief right. Whoop, y'all. Whoop, y'all.
Reinhardt, front and center. CMC Warren will now present Chief Reinhardt with a gift to send her off from the Chief Petty Officer's Mess. Thank you, CMC. My mistake, Chief Reinhardt, front and center. Her mentors will now remove her enlisted rank insignias and cover. Master Chief Dentimore, Senior Chief Johnson, Chief Riley, front and center. Senior Chief Johnson, Chief Riley, please remove Chief Reinhardt's enlisted rank insignias.
Thank you. You may now be seated. Chief Reiner, you can stay standing. One of the traditions that has become part of the LDO Chief Warrant Officer commissioning ceremonies is the passing down of the Chief's anchors to aspiring Chief Petty Officers in the making. This is a testament to their potential, dedication, and hard work. Chief Reinhardt will now pass down her Chief anchors to a very deserving sailor.
Line 2 Vanille, front and center.
You may now both be seated. Lieutenant Commander Ray Golden will now read the Mustang Creed.
Good morning, everyone. Before I get started, Chief Reinhardt, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to build the Mustang. It means a lot to me, and as the XO alluded to earlier, 25-year Mustang, this is a truly important feat, so I can't miss it. In the Navy, a Mustang is an officer who has been promoted up from the ranks of Navy enlisted personnel through an in-service procurement program with no interruption of his or her active duty status. It is also understood that the Mustang officer was a career sailor and normally wears one or more good conduct medals. Thus, the Navy Mustang is either a Navy limited duty officer, a Chief Warrant Officer, or commissioned through the Direct Fleet Accession, Seaman and Admiral program, or through the Enlisted Commissioning program. In the past, there were other programs, or through the enlisted, there were other programs leading to a commission, such as Navy Enlisted Scientific Education Program or the Naval Flight Officer Program, but these have since gone away. LDOs and CWOs are a unique part of the Naval Service. The LDO or CWO serves in a role like no other commissioned officer can. LDOs and CWOs are enlisted people who are commissioned as officers and have been called to serve from their senior enlisted ranks as technical managers. As an LDO or CWO has the necessary experience and technical background to perform tasks that call for the officer rank and protocol to carry out, but require the enlisted heart and experience to get accomplished. Currently, the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps are the only branches of the armed forces to have such commissioning programs in place. The term Mustang is a relatively modern term, originated either just prior to or during World War II. It is believed to be a sea service term, although other service officers are beginning to be described as Mustangs. It literally refers to the Mustang horse, which is a wild animal and therefore not a thoroughbred. A Mustang, after being captured, can be tamed and saddle broken, but it always has a bit of a wild streak and can periodically revert to its old ways unexpectedly, and therefore the owner needs to keep an eye on it at all times. By the same token, however, since a smarter, more capable, since a Mustang was formerly a wild animal and a free animal, it must be very well smarter, more capable, and have a better survival instinct than thoroughbred. The Mustang can take care of itself when things get tough, thriving on rough treatment, while the thoroughbred, having been pampered its whole life, cannot.
You can easily see the parallel between horses and naval officers. The term Mustang is used in a complimentary sense most of the time. An LDO or CWO is an officer by appearance and in the minds of the top brass and an enlisted technician at heart. The creed of the LDO and CWO upon receiving their commission is, I did it the hard way. I earned it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Commander Golden. Chief Reinhardt, again, front and center. Will Chief Nicholas Cuervo and Commander United States Navy retired, E.J. Solansky, please join Chief Reinhardt front and center. Chief Cuervo and Commander Solansky will affix officer shoulder boards and place the officer cover on Chief Reinhardt. Commander Solansky, please place the officer cover on Chief Reinhardt. You both may be seated. Chief Reinhardt, please remain standing front and center.
All right. I see you in the proper uniform. All right, so again, this is a very special occasion. I think the XO said it all. He said it very well when he mentioned the type of quality sailor that she's been her entire career, the fact that she has been someone that could be depended upon as a leader. And that's why I think that is so appropriate that we take an opportunity together, officer, enlisted, our MLC community, our USCS community, and friends and family to be able to commemorate this time together as one team, as one family. Chief Reinhardt, now Ensign Reinhardt, has already learned some very important lessons about leadership. She learned the importance of being able to not only mentor, but ensure that she take upon herself the responsibility as a leader to take care of those who depend on her. Keep in mind, each and every person present today wakes up every morning seeking to do something good, seeking to be successful and achieve a goal. And every person that wears a uniform, much the same, made that decision because there was a desire to do something special, to do something important, and to be able to achieve an important goal of being a part of this great Navy, serving this great nation. And as leaders in this Navy, it's so important that we take upon ourselves that awesome responsibility with humility and also with a passion that it's up to us to make sure we're able to mentor, and train and develop those who come behind us. She's done that as a chief, and now she's going to get an opportunity to do it as an officer. So Chief Reinhardt, Ensign Reinhardt, congratulations, and we're going to make this official now.
Let's enter the oath. You may all be seated. Chief Reinhardt, please remain standing.
Chief?
Fire Controlman, Second Class, Service Warfare, Christian D. Sandoval, front and center. There is a long-standing tradition of presenting a silver dollar to the person rendering the first salute to a newly commissioned officer. The first salute signifies a deep sense of gratitude of the new officer for the knowledge enlisted sailors have passed on during their career. The first salute is an expression of the mutual respect and represents all the tasks and missions which are given to officers and sailors to perform and accomplish. Many enlisted sailors helped get Ensign Reinhardt here today. Petty Officer Sandoval, the honor of first salute is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great and sincere pleasure to present to you Ensign Liza N. Reinhardt, United States Navy.
Love has provided me the emotional strength to face all the challenges your hard work that has afforded me the opportunities to excel in my career. It was my pleasure to serve alongside you, and I hope today serves as a reminder to all of you that with hard work, perseverance, and dedication to your seniors, peers, and subordinates, opportunities to succeed will always exist. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Reinhardt, and congratulations. Will all the guests remain standing for the benediction and remain standing for the departure of the official party?
Receive the benediction. Send, O Lord, with your heavenly grace, these servants gathered here. May your hand of power and anointing rest upon them. May they find their steps shaped beneath your holy wings. We might continue yours forever. Daily increase your Holy Spirit more and more until at last we are all gathered home to you in freedom and peace. Now may our Lord bless you and keep you. May God be kind and gracious unto you. May he fill your life with wonder and purpose and guide your steps this day and in all days to come. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain King. Bosun, who's the side boys? Next up, Fleet Logistics Center, Yokosuka, departing. Commander, United States Navy, departing. Ensign, United States Navy, departing. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's commissioning ceremony. On behalf of the commanding officer of NAVSTA Fleet Logistics Center Yokosuka, as well as Captain Gathright, Lieutenant Faraday, and Ensign Reinhardt, thank you very much for taking part in this time-honored ceremony. You are all invited to attend brunch in the showside room.
Where's she at?
Yeah.
Oh, toilet to. Okay, Liza. Yeah. Tara, come on, let's go. I think actually I got lined up. We're lined up. Chief, yeah, Chief. Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm excited. I'm ready.
Congratulations.
All
There
right.
you go. Any
Who do I
last
have
word?
on here?
Yeah.
Your family.
We're gonna take a JO picture.
We have 11 viewers.
All right.
A little louder.
So the ceremony is done, and thank you for watching. And we're gonna send out DVDs to everybody, but it's because of you guys that has made all the difference in my life and have been an inspiration. So I love you guys. I wish you could be here, and we'll see you in a few weeks. I love you.